All right, so um, just going to do a quick overview, and at the end, again, we'll have a Q&A session so that everyone can ask the questions they need, and hopefully get them answered. So tonight we will be talking about business funding, the Million Dollar Program, and investment opportunities. So it's really simple. When you first come into the program, you'll fill out the pre-qualification form. If you meet the qualifications in the beginning, meaning you have a 680 or above credit score, under 40% utilization, and no recent repos, charge-offs, lates, things like that, you will be put into the zero APR credit card program. That is the start of the program, and you'll receive between 100 to 200,000 in zero APR cards. And those zero APR cards range anywhere from 9 months of zero APR all the way up to 24, depending on what bank. And it's a really quick process. It's about 30-minute process to get all the information in. And then it's about 5 to 10 business days before you receive your card. So not a long process at all on that aspect of it. Again, the requirements, just to go over, it is a 680 or above on all three credit bureaus. And if you're below a 680, but it's only because of high balances on your credit cards, there are options to actually get you through the program, even with that, as long as that's the only reason. Your business has to be open for at least 2 days, so make sure your business has been open. I'm just playing. So you see the requirements are not as strenuous as other places where you have to have your business open for 2 years or a year. It can be done with a business being open only 2 days. And it is a soft pull on your credit to see if you qualify and get you started in the process. There is no hard inquiries, so it doesn't affect your credit in that way. Credit utilization needs to be under 40%. So again, no recent repos, evictions, late payments, or collection accounts. You don't have to use any business tax returns or bank statements as long as you meet those qualifications. Again, we can get you into the zero APR credit card program, as well as get you some cash funding. Unless you want to qualify for more money, then you would have to use your tax returns or bank statements. We'll get into that a little more in just a minute. Sorry. You meet the requirements, great. If you already meet those requirements, make sure you get back to the person that invited you to this call so that they can get you the referral link to fill out the pre-qualification form, the smart credit form, and get started in the program. Best part, there's no fees on the approvals, just guaranteed growth. We have tier programs that can get you to a tier 4, which is the top tier of a business, and guarantee you around $1 million plus in the funding. So we really want to work with everyone. All you have to do is click the sign up link. Make sure you have your documents ready, your social security number, your W-2 if you are an employee with pay stubs, or your self-employed yearly income. For the business section, make sure you have your business name, the EIN, and how long that business has been in business. Double check the information, hit the submit button. You'll receive a confirmation email within 48 hours. And again, I want to stress this a little bit. That does not mean that someone is going to reach out to you in 48 hours, because the account specialists have to go over your credit profile. They have to go over your file to make sure you put all your information in. They have to do all the things. They have to check and make sure that it's ready to even start the process. After that, they review, they go through, they see what you're qualified for, what you're not qualified for. Then they will reach out to you with next steps and what your options are. So the 48 hours is not someone reaching out to you in 48 hours. Even though they could, it does not mean they always will. Give them a little time and a little grace. They are working hard to make sure you get everything you need. If you're pre-approved, once you go through the process, you will receive an email stating what you're pre-approved for. It will look something like this. So you can have business credit approved for 25 to 50,000 or 50,000 to 70,000. It will tell you everything that you are approved for and what you need to do if there are any things to get to that approval process. Now, once you get approved, once you get the funding, what do you do next? Or sorry, once you get the pre-approval letter, what do you do next? You respond to the email informing them that you would like to qualify for between $150,000 and $250,000. Reason is always ask for more. All they can do is say no. You already know that you're pre-approved for 25 or 50,000 or whatever it is you're pre-approved for. You still want to ask for more because they're always going to offer you a lower number. You want to get as much as you can out of it so that you can invest in these passive income programs and you can get this passive income coming, because that passive income is going to pay the loan back, which helps you build your business credit at the same time. You'll be assigned an account manager. They will send you your documents for finalizing and finalizing your approval. And again, all the most the lenders can say is no if you ask for more. So you got qualified for $250,000 in business funding. I don't know what to do with it. Can you help me with new opportunities? So first thing you want to do is make sure you sign up for the $4,500 Business Builder program. Now, the reason I always tell people that is, no matter if you already have an LLC or a corporation or a nonprofit, you want to make sure you get to a tier 4. To do so, you will be assigned an account manager for 12 straight months who will walk you through and help you through the process to get you to a tier 4 so that you no longer have to be a personal guarantor to get funding for your business. It will all be on your business credit and you can get $1 million+ in funding doing it that way. So always want to get to that tier 4. You always want to sign up for the program. Then you want to take some of your funding and sign up for the Airbnb co-host program. It's a passive income. Buy the Airbnb, get money deposited into your bank account every single month through ACH, which lenders look at and they see, okay, well, this person has this money coming in. It's always coming in every single month. It helps build that profile so that you're actually more eligible or more desirable for the banks to lend to you. It also helps you make your payments on the funding that you got. So make sure that you guys follow these steps. Now, if you're not eligible, don't get discouraged. Just because you're not eligible right now, again, we have options to help you get through it. So if you're not eligible, you'll get an email telling you why you were DQ'd. It could be insufficient revolving credit history, no major revolving credit card accounts. It could be too much activity. It could be all kinds of things. But what options do you have? Sign up for the credit repair packages. You sign up for the $4,500 package to do your business builder. They help you fix your credit. Cooks Financial is so great about the package that they have made everything inclusive to help you get to where you need to get. They have different things you can add: primary trade lines, authorized users. There are options to make sure that you get to the point you need to get to. All you have to do is keep trying. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. There are options for everyone. They'll start a business for you. They'll register with the Secretary of State. Go to your denial email, see what you need to do to move forward. Talk to your account specialist and get everything taken care of. Like I said, $4,500 package to assist clients with getting to a tier 4 million in business funding. There's 4 tiers. Each tier brings you into a new level of larger funding. You can sign up for the 6-month credit repair program, inquiries removal program. If you only need inquiries removed, you can sign up just for that. If you only need trade lines added, primary trade lines are available. AUs are available as well. People are still coming into the call. So, commission side, helping people get what they need and getting paid for it. Who could turn that down? Who could say no? Who could not be excited about that? On the business credit cards, you get 20% of what the house makes. So if the house receives $10,000, your 20% would get you $2,000. The business builder packages, you get 20% of what the package costs. So if they buy the $4,500 package, you get a $900 commission. Cash advance, it's 25% for the first 2 referrals. So again, $10,000 to the brokerage house, you would get $2,500. Third and fourth is 30%, you would get $3,000. Anything 5 or more referrals will be 35% for that month. So you'll get $3,500. That's the same for the cash advance, line of credit, term loan, and the equipment financing. SBA loans, which take a little bit longer to go through the process of underwriting and signing documents, and it always takes longer for the SBA loan, but you get 40% of what the brokerage house gets paid. So if they get 10,000, you get 4,000. Airbnb full host packages are the 1 bedroom, you get a $500 commission. If someone buys the 2 bedroom, you get a $750 commission. The 3 bedroom, you get a $1,000 commission. On the co-host, it is a $500 commission on that. Level override is because this is a 2-tier program. So say I am the head of my line and one of my affiliates brings someone in. So one of my affiliates brings someone in, they pay for the $4,500 business builder package. My affiliate makes $900. I make 40% of the amount that he makes. So I would make $360, and that's not taken out of his money. It's just 40% override. So he makes 900, I make 360. So really great program. Again, you get to help people get what they need and see them succeed, and you get paid for it. You have to be excited about that. There's also the bonus structure. The reason for the bonus structure is because this is not MLM or network marketing. It is funding, so it has different regulations, and we have a bonus structure for you. If your downline in a 30-day range, your entire downline makes 250 to 499,000 in funding, you get a $500 bonus. All the way up to if you 5 million in a month, you get a $10,000 bonus. So again, plenty of ways to make money, plenty of ways to get all these different things started. Get started today. Contact the person who invited you to the call. You can always visit our website, but make sure you contact the person that invited you to this call so they can give you their referral number to make sure the lineage stays correct and does everything the way it's supposed to do. Other than that, that is it for the presentation part of it. What I'm going to do is anyone who has a question, raise your hand, or actually, let's see. James or Derek's not on here. James, if you wanted to say something before I open it up for Q&A, if not, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for Q&A. Right. So anyone that has any questions, please raise your hand. That way we can go ahead and get your questions answered. If there's something I didn't go over or go into detailed enough, make sure that you ask. That way I can go over it for you so that you get a complete and full understanding of everything you need to know. So guys, go ahead. If you have questions, raise your hands. Sherry, go ahead.
Hi, good evening. My question is, if you have someone that has a bankruptcy on their credit, how long does a bankruptcy have to be discharged in order for it to not count against this program?
Bankruptcy, I believe, is 2 years. I will double check to make sure, but I believe it's 2 years.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. Anyone else have any questions out there that you want to ask? Raphael, go ahead.
So after you paid the 4,500, we waiting to hear from the person that brought us to the call.
No, after you pay the 4,500, you're waiting for your account specialist to reach out to you with next steps and start the process on getting everything done for you.
Okay. Well, that's all I had.
Okay. Anyone else, any other questions or anything that you would like me to go over or talk about more in detail? Sherry, go ahead. You should be able to unmute now. There you go.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So just to be clear, if someone comes in and they have the 680 score and everything qualifies them for funding, it happens pretty quickly. You also said that they still have to sign up for the $4,500 retainer. And is that reasoning because that helps you, that puts you in a situation to get to the tier 4 funding? Is that accurate?
Correct. So the 4,500 gives you a dedicated account manager for 12 months, and nobody has to. It's just what we suggest. It's the best way to get the funding, because it'll give you 12 months of an account specialist who works with you. And every time you move from tier 1 to tier 2, they'll put you in for a larger amount of funding. From tier 2 to tier 3, they'll do it again, tier 3 to tier 4. And once you reach a tier 4, which is, why they have to help you do all the trade lines, you have to have a mix of different things. They help you get that status, make sure your Duns and Bradley is right, your Equifax and Experian business credit. They go through all those things and process with you to make sure that everything gets done. And that's why we suggest people to pay that retainer to get everything done correctly.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions out there? All right. Well, great questions, everyone. Thank you so much for joining and participating in our call tonight. We do these opportunity calls every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Jackson, I see you have a question. Go ahead.
You might have just been about to answer this, but are we doing any training calls and then Airbnb calls this week?
So Airbnb, I'll do on Thursday. I'll announce the time because I have another Zoom on Thursday as well. So I'll announce the time. I'll make a flyer up. I'll do an Airbnb call on Thursday. And training, I'll try and do a training sometime on Wednesday because I know there's no other call scheduled for any of the other programs. I'll put some flyers together and let everybody know. And yeah, I'll do some training calls this week, and I'll do the Airbnb on Thursday.
Yep, the Academy call will still be on Wednesday, correct?
Yeah, it's Wednesday at 6 o'clock, correct?
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Tawana, I see you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
Hi. Does the Zoom link change for the rest of the presentations, or is it the same as this one?
It's always the same as long as it's to do with the business funding. It's always going to be the we get you funded.
And that's Mondays at, I'm sorry.
6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions out there? If not, I'm going to let you guys have the rest of your night back. Again, I really appreciate you guys joining the call. I hope that I answered all of your questions. And make sure, guys, Mondays, make sure that we get all of your prospects, all of your clients on the call so that we can give them the information. We can answer their questions. We can help them understand a little bit better. We'll do them Monday night, 6 o'clock all the time. So thank you guys for joining our call tonight. Thank you for the awesome questions. If there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys have the rest of your night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.